people saw my red nose and the ruffle around my neck, and they smiled. And some of them said they hadn't smiled in months. It was really heart-wrenching. I also threw them kisses. You can't touch people because we're not sterile. And some of them said they hadn't had a kiss in years. It was really, really so touching. I do write. I write love letters. I write for people who have family difficulties and separation in families for years. And I'll help them write a love letter to their person, and 9 times out of 10 there's a reconciliation. I should have done it for myself at one time. Last night was throwing out papers. I'm drowning in paperwork. I'm drowning in mail. I have piles all over. And I decided to go through a box, and I found a love letter that I wrote for my uncle, because I couldn't go to the funeral. And I was touched. How would I say? It made me feel good. It made me think about my Uncle Alvin, who never married, didn't have a social life, except within the family. And I'm also a painter, a different kind of painter. I was a commercial sign painter, a 5-year apprenticeship, which makes me a journeyman. I wasn't the greatest, but I knew how to hire somebody when they walked in. If they didn't handle the tool properly with the first grasp, I knew they were an artist, not a sign painter. And you can't make money with the artists because it isn't the labor of love. You gotta knock them out. So we would have made a lot of money in that business, but we were so busy with the different charities. There was, at one point in the 70s, it was Safe Sylvia Jewelry, and we had 3 sign painters knocking out signs for all the different marches that people were going on. And it was exciting times. And I remember I marched once for David Chernobilsky. And the reason I marched for him, because that was my family name. And I came back from the march with my young daughter, and my mother-in-law said, "Why do you march for him? He's not a member of your family. We have family in Russia, and they would like to get out. Why don't you march for them?" And I said, "Well, they got lost during the Second World War, and we haven't heard anything from them." And she said, "Well, I got a letter." And that started another adventure, where we had people writing from different organizations to them. And this was the early 70s, and they finally got out, and they are living in Israel, and I saw them just a couple of months ago. And that was very exciting. And I also do glass work here. I am busy, usually every single day, that I don't have a family thing. I'm busy from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, except on Tuesdays, where I'm busy till 8:30 at night in one of our wonderful club rooms, doing whatever going on in that room. I keep myself very busy, and when I'm not there, I'm in the pool. But we have the most wonderful studios here, and there's so much